All right, and welcome back to Average Joe and the Pro. I'm Average Joe, this is the Pro, and we are over at Druids Glen today, which I believe is the Augusta of Ireland, they call it, don't they?
They certainly do, and with good reason.
Yeah.
It's pretty beautiful
Gorgeous.
up here.
We just filmed a 6-hole challenge, and that'll be out soon. But what we're doing today is we're going to do come play a hole with the Pro, and we're going to start doing a series of these and pick really hard holes. That's it, I'm not going to talk
Thanks,
anymore.
Simon.
You tell me.
Appreciate picking the hard holes.
Yeah.
So we're standing here on number 13 in Druids Glen, which was in the top 3 hardest holes on the European Tour. Every year they play the European Tour event here, and with good reason. It's 493 yards of a par 4, and standing here in the tee box, right is absolutely dead. Too conservative on the left is absolutely dead, and we got a 250 yard carry over water, so laying up is not an option. No, wish me luck.
So your aim at the par is the aim, like, because it's...
Playing the hole with one ball is the aim.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
brilliant.
we're going to keep expectations to
Okay.
a reasonable level.
Do you want me to be your caddy? No, I'll get out of the way.
Sure. Okay, so as I'm observing the fairway, what I've got to do is pick a very small target down there. So obviously right is dead, left is dead. So I'm going to split that in the middle, and I picked just a pine tree right down at the end, and I picked something out just in front of the ball that's in line with that pine tree. So I'm going to line up to that, and it's really important to focus on process, focus on movements, and not let any of the external stuff get in the way. So I'm just going to set myself up, run through my usual swing thoughts, and try not to focus on how difficult the shot is. Good?
That looked really good.
Yeah.
Right line.
It cuts around the corner, yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. We've managed to find the short grass, but second shot is going to be about 210 yards over a lake to a green that's sloping severely right to left. So the tee shot is the first part.
What makes this? Is it just pure distance that decides it's a par 4 and not a par 5?
It's a little bit of everything. So you're on an elevated tee, you got a bit of a swirly wind around the trees, and there's no bailout. So on a 500 yard par 4, it could be pretty straightforward. If you've got a little bailout one side or both sides, but the fact you've got to hit a perfect tee shot, and there's not a whole lot of leeway. You've also got to try and hit a fade, which again, some people are comfortable doing, some people not so much, but an overfade is curtains. So you can see where we're coming up to here. Even if I hit the ball almost where we can see it, there's a good chance it's going to end up running through the fairway, and you don't have much of a second shot, so it's a layup. Not for the faint-hearted from back there, Simon.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing hole. It's an amazing place.
It is an amazing place. It's just paradise, and you're quite close to Dublin, but it's so secluded.
Yeah. The
It's
hotel's
so
nice. I
secluded.
stayed at the hotel a couple of times as well. It's a nice hotel, nice place to go stay for a night.
It's a
Plenty
great place.
to do for the family and the kids.
It's a great place. So when the guys at home look at the shot tracer here,
Yeah.
my drive is going to look
Look at those
like
two.
it went too far right.
Yeah.
And in fact, you can see it's right in the middle of the fairway. But any sort of a push over here, and it hits this bank like 10 yards right of me, it's in the water. And you can see how tight it is over on the left. So great tee shot.
The
Really cool
The
tee
margin
shot.
for error is, well, not...
Margin for error is just not there. You just got to put a good
No.
swing in it. We're down here probably about 300, 310.
And you outdrove your assistant pro.
That's
which is
all
always
right.
nice.
It keeps manners on them. It keeps manners on them. Okay, so we're lucky we're playing this on a really nice day. We've managed to get this one down about 300 in the fairway, and I've got 180 yards left to the flag, but my jeopardy is not over. Ball is slightly above my feet, water all down the left, and a green that's sloping severely. So everything in the setup and design of this hole is designed to bring you towards that water on the left. Bailing out to the right brings in some big trees, and it's a very, very tricky third shot. Like, your third shot can nearly end up in the water if you go over there. So we're going to pick out the middle of the green. We're not going to bother too much with the flag, and I'm going to try and hit a 7-iron. So again, picking out my line towards the middle of the green. and focusing on what I'm doing, not on all of the dangers that are out there. You see that right into the heart of the green, so staying away from all the trouble left and all the trouble right, just picking a nice conservative line. Taking on that flag would be a really silly thing to do because any leeway to the left and the ball is in the water. Okay, so second shot in play on the dance floor. We can now start to relax and enjoy what's around us, and it's pretty spectacular. Completely secluded, can't see any other hole, can't see any other people, and just pretty special. So you can see why this is referred to as the Augusta of Ireland. It's got such similarities and a really, really nice place to come and play golf. So definitely a bucket list golf course. I remember one of my earliest on-course golf memories was watching John Daly up on that tee box, and he had an old 1-iron, yeah.
Really?
So he hit this 1-iron, it was unbelievable. Took off like a rocket, big draw, started way up the right and back into the middle of the fairway, knocked it on the green. It was pretty special. So we've managed to get her up on the fringe here, which I would have bitten your hand off for on the tee. So again, the difficult part seems over, but we've got a very sloping green down towards the water, and it's also quite downhill from the front of the green. So next thing I'm going to do is pick my line, and like there's at least 3 foot worth of break in this. So because I can't mark my ball and line it up like I would like to, I'm going to pick something out just in front of my golf ball, as I did on the tee box and on the fairway, on a good start line. And then from once I pick that point, I'm now looking 3 feet right of the hole. I'm lining up 3 feet right of the hole, and I'm focused on making my stroke 3 feet right of the hole. So the thing people do here is they'll set up and look at the hole and drag the putt. So we're just going to get it started on that nice line and let the break in the green bring it all the way down towards the hole. Nearly. That would have been nice. But a tap in 4 at number 13 in Druids Glen is a pretty nice thing in itself. Phew.